Thank you so much all for joining. You all heard it right there at convention. There was some announcements made. We were so excited when Steve Fife announced at the leaders meeting and he announced the dates, and we were all, hearts were beating. And then we were like, this is going forward no matter what, because our CEO has said it live on stage. So welcome everybody to the call. For those of you I've yet to have the privilege to meet, I'm Pamela Ferry, your Vice President of the Pacific and South Asia region, and responsible for launching with actually a dream team who always make me look good every day, launching the Philippines market. So please welcome Kanako Bay Miller from Home Office. She is the backbone of our team and drives a lot of analysis and works with our international team. And then, of course, welcome our incredible Filipino team. We are growing on the ground already, led by Mersha Riego, who has done an exceptional job in a very, very short time, bringing all of the crazy pieces together that occurs with building an international market. And it's been a big project, and we're finally getting to the sticky point. We're about to pre-launch. How many days are we off? So it's the 2nd of November Mountain Standard Time. And so if you put that into Filipino time, of course, it'll be the 3rd of November, Australia as well. So just remember, when we're talking about dates, we're talking in Mountain Standard Time, just to keep it seamless across the world. So, wow, 126 on the call and growing. So Mersha, I think we're going to come back to you, but first of all, we're going to start the call with one of our newest members of the team. I've had the privilege to know Tintin in a previous life, if you want to call it that. And when I used to travel up to the Philippines with a previous company, I got to know Tintin, and I loved the way that I saw Tintin work with the field, her care and support for distributors. Also, the way that she just looks after everybody and just is across everything: customer service, compliance, field development, operations, the whole thing. So I'm looking forward to all of you getting to know Tintin a little better, especially as you're bringing teams on the ground in the Philippines. And when many of you are coming across to the Philippines, you'll have the pleasure of meeting Tintin in person. So over to you, Tintin Cabreros, welcome.
Thank you so much, Pam. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone, wherever part of the globe you are. So we have so many international leaders here. And of course, we are so nervous. And I know we are all excited for the pre-launch of our Philippine market. And we would like to thank you all for joining us today. So let me just please share my screen. So I know everybody's been waiting for this, and I know you've been building your team already here in the Philippines and been working so hard. And of course, we would like to discuss already the pre-enrollment process. So as mentioned by Pam, we will be accepting application already for pre-enrollment starting November 3. But before I discuss with the process, let me please discuss what are those important information or details that we will be needing from you in order for us to have a smooth and faster pre-enrollment process. Okay, of course, you all know this. You've been with LifeVantage for a long time, and you know how ethical our company is, and you know that we are very strict with all these informations. And number one important details that you have to include in the distributor application form, of course, is their tax identification number. Especially here in the Philippines, our tax bureau is very, very strict when it comes to filing their taxes. Okay, so you know that what is due to the government is due to the government. So it's really important the tax identification number is complete, correct, and valid. And since we are still in the pre-enrollment process, in case you have already prospects or distributors that they don't have the TIN yet, they still have the time to apply or register with the BIR or the Bureau of Internal Revenue here in the Philippines. So they can just go to the BIR website and register for their team in case they don't have the team yet. So they still have the time, since our accepting the enrollment is still on November 3. So they still have the time to register themselves with the Bureau of Internal Revenue in order for them to get their tax identification number, because it's very important that we get their tax identification correctly. And second, of course, is the contact details. So it's really important that they will provide the valid contact details, because it's really crucial that we would be able to contact them during the time that we are validating the enrollment. So it's either they can provide both their mobile phone number and their home number. It's applicable. If they have their home number, we can also call them through that. And of course, the home address should be accurate. And in case if the shipping address would be different from the home address, they should also include that in the application form, because this is very important where we would send the products. Okay, so it's really important that the home address and the shipping address are accurate. And another important details is the enroller information and the placement information. And I'm sure you all know this. And last but not the least is the government issued ID. So it should be government issued ID. And we have several government issued IDs here in the Philippines, so they can provide a social security system ID, their GSIS. If they are employed with the government, they can also submit a copy of their passport, but please ensure that if they're going to submit their passport, it should be valid and not expired. And also there are other kinds of IDs like the driver's license. So those IDs will be acceptable as long as they are government issued and valid. And important note to our leaders, please do not include the credit card details in the form or in the email when you're going to send us the application form, because for security purposes, we would not want you to put in jeopardy your credit card details. So please do not include any credit card details in the form or in the email. We will be calling them to check or to ask for their credit card details during our verification of the enrollment. Okay, if you have further questions or clarifications with regards to the requirements of our pre-enrollment, please feel free to type it in the chat box, and our market support representative, Kate, and of course, Ms. Mersha, they are there to answer any inquiries that you may have. Now we would discuss the pre-enrollment list. So as leaders, we encourage you to submit us a list. It's like a summary of those that you will be enrolling. But in that list, we are very strict that you can only put at least 5 distributors or downlines in that list, so that we can give or provide enough time for the validation. So we will provide you a list or the summary, and in that list, you will also include the distributor application form. It should be attached also in the email together with the government issued ID. Okay, so we want to remind everyone to please ensure that all the application forms that will be submitted to us are completely filled out and signed by the distributor. And if there's a co-applicant, it should also be signed by the co-applicant. And again, you will submit the list and the application forms via email at phsupport@lifevantage.com. Again, it's phsupport@lifevantage.com. And upon receiving those lists and those application forms, we will be starting with the verification of those applications. And of course, if in case we have any questions or clarifications, or if we need additional information, we will call you, the enroller or the sender of the email. And if everything is okay, then we will be able to enroll them and confirm the enrollment. So of course, when the enrollment is confirmed, we will be providing them the ID number and they should be able to receive a welcome email from LifeVantage. Okay, so once the system is live on November 16, the distributor can place their order to their electronic virtual office. Okay, so this is the sample of the pre-enrollment list or the form that we will be sending to you, our dear leader. So as mentioned, it's strictly for 5 applications per form only. So Kate and I will have enough room to process all the enrollments. Okay, so we will be providing this list. And of course, this is the sample of the distributor application and agreement form. And as I mentioned a while ago, these should be completely filled out and duly signed by both the distributor or the co-applicant if applicable, because we won't be able to process any enrollment if there are no signatures. So please do not forget to ask them to sign the distributor application and agreement form. We won't be able to send or provide you a copy of the form yet, but don't worry, we will be providing you this form very soon. Okay, so this is just to explain further our process. So the customer service team right now, you have me and Kate, so we will accept all the list that you will send to us and the distributor application form via email. And of course, don't forget to attach government IDs of them. Okay, and then we will start validating as soon as we receive those applications. And the customer service, we will call each of them to verify their age to ensure that they are 18 years old and above. Okay, please ensure we will not accept any applications that is below 18 years old. And of course, we will check with them if they are consenting to be enrolled as LifeVantage distributor. And of course, we will verify their address, their shipping address, their email address. It's really important that the email address is also valid because that is one of the major communication vehicle that we are using here in LifeVantage. They would be able to receive the welcome email from LifeVantage. So it's really important that the email address is correct. And this is crucial. The crucial thing here is their contact details, their mobile phone number, because we won't be able to verify or validate their enrollment if their mobile phone number is invalid. So we will get back to you, to the enroller, to the leader, if we won't be able to communicate with the distributor. And so that's number 3. So if we have further clarification, any additional information that we need from that application, we will definitely communicate with the leader or the enroller or the sender of the email. And if everything is okay, then we will proceed with the enrollment. And during the enrollment, we will only be processing the starter kit, which is amounting to 1,200 pesos. We won't be processing any enrollment packs or any products. As soon as the system is live on our launch date on November 16, they would be able to access their electronic virtual office, and that's the time that they can put their own enrollment packs order or any products they want to purchase. Okay, and later on we will be providing a training for them for how to access their electronic virtual office. And of course, when they are enrolled, definitely they would be getting their ID number. So they will be getting a welcome email from LifeVantage, and we will also send them a separate email that we have enrolled them. We will provide them the ID number, and since we will be the one to register their electronic virtual office, we will provide them the temporary password. So we will send it to them via email, and of course, they will have to access their virtual office and change that temporary password. So they can already work on it and study their virtual office. Okay, that is so cool, right? They have the capability to work on their business already. So again, once we enroll them, they will be getting their ID number and their temporary password for the virtual office, and we will send it to them via email. So this is the pre-enrollment timeline. As mentioned a while ago, we will be accepting all the applications and the list starting November 3. And as soon as we receive those applications, we will already start validating them. And again, we will contact you if we need any clarifications or additional information, and then enroll them to the system, and then we will provide the enrollment confirmation. And the pre-enrollment period will start from November 3 until the launch. So you can send it to us starting November 3. And again, once the system is live on November 16, the distributor will be able to access their electronic virtual office and place their enrollment packs, because we will only be processing their starter kit. So during our verification, we will already ask them which credit card or what credit card details that they will use in order for us to process the starter kit amounting to 1,200 only. Okay, so this is your customer service team. I am Tintin, and together with me is Kate. And don't worry, we will grow this market, and we will also grow our team. And this is again our email address, phsupport@lifevantage.com. We have already our hotline, although it's not yet active, but this is already the number of our hotline. And as soon as this is active, we will all let you know. We are also going to have our own mobile phone numbers so that our distributors can easily communicate with us. And that mobile phone numbers we will also be using to contact them, so they would be able to check whether it's the LifeVantage team that is calling them. But right now we don't have the number yet, so as soon as we have them available, we will definitely let you know. Okay, so you know that our office is already ready. We have sent a lot of photos of the office. It's already ready, but we're still following the safety protocols, and of course we are following the guidelines of our IATF because of COVID. So if you would like to schedule a visit in the showroom, please send us an email so we can arrange for it. Okay, so again, if you have further questions or clarifications with regards to the requirements of our pre-enrollment, please do not hesitate to send us an email at phsupport@lifevantage.com. So that's it for me. May I turn over to Mersha? Thank you so much.
Mersha, I think it's over to you. Just before we jump in, team, sorry about that red doodly mark. We did our best to get it off. And our mantra for our team, though, is progress over perfection, right? So thank you so much, Tintin. We learned a lot there. Everybody, we will be going through the chat and making sure that if there's questions that are outside of our current FAQ, that we get the answers to you in a timely manner. The whole idea about this pre-enrollment period is to give you all that space to get your teams up and running and prepared and ready to go, so that when we hit that official launch date, we're going to have a lot of elites landing as soon as we open this market. Drop it in the chat if you're ready to have an elite team in the Philippines. We love to hear from you. And so just to let you all know, we did increase our forecast recently. With all of the engagement from all of you around the world, we had to take a serious look at the amount of product that we're sending over, and what we're predicting will be the revenue goals for the first few months. And we've had to increase that quite significantly because of so much interaction. So Mersha, you're coming up next. Just reach out to any of us. I know a lot of you are connected already with Mersha and as well with Tintin. Mersha and Tintin have been jumping on calls with many of you, getting your teams ready, getting a lot of red carpets ready as we build this great market. So reach out to any of us anytime as we're getting to the sticky point and moving towards our launch dates. So now, Mersha Riego, where are you?
Thank you, Pam. And first, I would like to really acknowledge the effort of Tintin, um, putting together our enrollment procedures. That's one very important matter for us as we get started. Congratulations, Teen, and I'm really looking forward to more of us establishing the first 2 weeks. So guys, be cooperative with Tintin and her team. It's a small team as of the moment, but we know we're growing over time. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you the Philippine compensation plan. I know that a lot of our leaders here are experts in the compensation plan. It's a little different. There's just a little difference in the Philippine compensation plan. I just want to remind everyone though that this is an unofficial document. Please do not share it. Our compliance department will kill me if you share it. But this is for the benefit of being visual and for more Filipinos. I know that Filipinos have different way of learning somehow, and we want to make it a little more visual for everyone. And when they have a clear understanding of how the compensation plan goes here in the Philippines, and it will be easier for them to discuss with the team that they're building. Okay, let's start. Again, this is an official document. Please do not distribute. And let's start with LifeVantage Philippines has different ways of earning. Of course, we always have the retail sales profit, the Smart Start bonus, launch bonus, uni-level commissions, general matching bonus, global elite pool, one-time rank advancement, and multiple business centers. We are not going to be covering every aspect of this. We are just going to be covering the most important part of the compensation plan as I see it necessary for the leaders that are starting here in the Philippines. So let's start with the Smart Start bonus. So in the Philippines, we are preparing silver, gold, and platinum enrollment pack. So silver is 250 PV, gold is 500 PV, and platinum 1000 PV. So everyone who enrolls with gold or platinum pack are going to be entitled to 25% fast start commission or Smart Start bonus. So 25% and that, sorry. So if somebody enrolls at gold or platinum and they enroll somebody new with platinum pack, they are going to be earning 25% of 1,000. That's equivalent to 12,500 pesos. If they enroll somebody new with a gold pack, they are going to be earning 6,250. If they are going to be enrolling somebody at silver pack, they are going to earn 3,125. So there's also another option to enroll with silver pack or less. So they are going to earn Smart Start bonus of 20%. So there's a 5% difference there. So if they enroll somebody in platinum pack, they are getting 10,000 pesos. If they are enrolling somebody at gold pack, they are going to be earning 5,000 pesos. And for silver pack, they are going to earn 2,500 pesos. So you can see the difference here. If somebody gets in at platinum or gold pack, the 25%, this is the comparison between the 25 and 20%. So it's a matter of 5%, but to some, it's already a big amount, especially if they are planning to enroll a lot of people in the next few months. So now, I have been receiving questions. Can I upgrade from silver pack to gold or platinum pack to maximize the 25% Smart Start bonus? The answer is there's no upgrade from silver to gold or platinum, but any distributor who has originally enrolled for silver or less, they can still take advantage of the 25% Smart Start bonus. All they need to do is purchase a new gold or platinum pack, and there's no deadline to that. And their commission, their Smart Start commission will be adjusted to 25%. So aside from the 25% commissions from personally enrolled, they are going to be earning additional 5% from enrollments coming from their level 2, level 3, and level 4 enrollments. So in total, that's going to be 40%. So this is really going to be very helpful, especially now that everybody is building and everyone is helping getting their downlines enroll more people. So that's just the difference. When somebody enrolls in Silver Pack, they're still going to be receiving the 5% from their level 2 to level 4 enrollees. So the only difference is the 20% commission from personally enrolled distributors. Okay, and the launch bonus. So the launch bonus is actually something that's really good. And this is while studying on the compensation plan, I could see the benefit of the distributors that are running for at least Pro 3 and maintaining pay rank Pro 3 and above, because they get to take advantage of more from the compensation plan. So launch bonus is still dependent on the enrollments coming from your own enrollment 3. So from level 1, if you are Pro 3, then you are going to receive 5% commissions from the enrollments coming from your downline. So you can see the figures here. If somebody enrolls platinum, you will be receiving 2,500, gold 1,250, silver 625. And if you are Pro 4 and above, you could be earning 4% from your enrollment 3 commission. That's so here are the figures. So that's from level 1 to 6. That's starting from paid rank Pro 3 to Pro 8. So this is just to give you exact figures, guys, and really this is dependent on the enrollment coming in. So okay, next is our uni-level commission. So when the Smart Start bonus is and the launch bonus is dependent on enrollment, the uni-level commission is coming from the purchases from the second months onwards, and all purchases that exceeds from the 1,000 in purchases from the first month. So on the Smart Start bonus, guys, there is a cap of 1,000 PV to receive the Smart Start bonus. Anything in excess of 1,000 PV, that will go to the uni-level commission. So with the uni-level commission, you could see here that if you are just a distributor, then you will be qualified for level 1. This is very normal for all that are starting. If you become Pro 1, you get included up to the second level. You will be receiving uni-level commission up to the second level. If you get to Pro 2, then you will have up to the 4th level. And if you get to Pro 3, you will have uni-level commission up to the 5th level. And if you are Pro 5, you're going to be receiving up to the 7th level. If you are Pro 6, you are receiving uni-level commission up to the 8th level. And if you are already elite, Pro 7 and above, then you get all these commissions from the 1st to 9th level. So to get it more visual, on the language of the local networkers here in the Philippines, this is you in the beginning, right? And then you have your first 2 enrollees. So when these 2 people orders on the second month, you get 2% of their second month order, 2% of their uni-level commission. So for example, your first 2 enrollees earned, guys, the figures here are just very conservative, just to show the computation. So if they have 200 PV, multiply that by our local currency, that's 50 pesos. So If you multiply that, that's 10,000 pesos. So since you're gonna be earning 2% from the first level, then just multiply 10,000 to 2% and you will get 200 pesos. So that is if you only have, if you are only a distributor. Now, if you get to Pro 1, you're expected to have more people from your downlines, right? Your first level already have their own first levels, which becomes your second generation. So you just have to get the total earnings from here and multiply it by 5%, and you will get your commissions from out of that. So as your organization grows, then the people that you have in here also grows. So you just have to take note on the percentage of each of these generations. Just go back to the compensation plan graph, the table that we are going to be sending you when we start sending those documents to you. So sorry guys, I'm speaking and then my neighbor started to have their own thing over there, so it's getting noisy. Okay. Let me just start this because I think I'm having the arrow going to the next, but it's going back. Let me just stop this and reshare. Okay, let me just do this, guys. It's not cooperating with me right now. So when you already go to Pro 4, then it's expected that you already have more people under your organization. Just remember that there's a certain percentage in each generation that you are having. So the more people that you get under you, then you're also going to be earning more from the uni-level commission. So again, this is coming from their second month orders onwards. And of course, when you are already an elite, then you're also expected to earn more from these uni-level commissions as you get more people under you. And another thing that's also very significant is the generational matching bonus. So this is again to qualify for this, you must be paid Pro 3 rank or higher. So this is also a little different from the compensate or the generational bonuses from other countries, especially US. So you just have to take note on this. So to generate the generational bonus, this is to personally match enrolled distributors uni-level commissions. So for the uni-level commissions, if I've shown you the number of people, the graphics earlier, so those downlines earn their generational uni-level commission, right? And the good thing is you get a percentage of your downlines uni-level commissions on this generational matching bonus. So on your first generation, you earn 10%, and then second 5%, third 5%, fourth 5%, and fifth 5%. So the only qualification for this is the rank Pro 3 and above, and at least generate 200 PV sales in volume. So it means that you have to purchase at least 40 personally purchased product, and then 100 in new sales volume, meaning that you have you have your own customers that has purchased from you, and at the same time sales from members customers. So it's a combination of your own the 200 PV requirement is a combination of your own personal volume, personal purchase volume, your new sales volume, including customer and distributor, and a new order coming from your existing customers that you just have to complete that 200 PV. Now, if you have 100 PV to 199 PV, you can still receive half of this. You can still receive half of this percentage. So now to understand further, what does the what does generation mean? So your first generation is actually your personally enrolled distributor. Second generation is your personally enrolled distributors, enrollees, and then third generation. So here, you just have to check on this, the 10% on the first level, 5% on the second to fifth level. So just for an example, so the 10%, if you're personally enrolled first generation earns 350 pesos uni-level commission, and you are Pro 3, for example, you just have to multiply that by 10% and you get 35 pesos. Again, guys, this is just for figures and computation, showing you the computation. So the 5% and your second generation earns 300 pesos in total, for example, just multiply that by 5% and it's going to be 15 pesos. So when in reality there must be the figure must be thousands. So I just want to show you how it is being computed. So that's the most important part of our compensation plan training right now, the Smart Start bonus, because this is where they get their weekly commissions depending on their personally enrolled distributors. And I would also assume that distributors from the Philippines would immediately ask you how much are they going to be earning from this directly enrolled distributors. So these are the figures, and just the comparison. The Smart Start bonuses, again, they can just purchase for a new gold and platinum, and they will be entitled for a 25% commission. And then they could, aside from personally enrolled distributors, they can go back, they can still earn from up to fourth level by adding up 5% in each of these levels. And of course, we have the launch bonus for the introductory enrollments. So that's from Pro 3 to Pro 5. So I'm gonna be emphasizing again the importance of reaching a paid rank Pro 3 and above to maximize all the bonuses that we have right now. And then uni-level commissions is based on second month order onwards, or first month purchases in excess of 1,000 PV. The first 1,000 will always go to Smart Start bonus. And so
I think we had everyone muted. If you could mute yourselves, everybody.
Okay, muted. So
How does that one always sneak in, Mersha? We always maybe we do it on a webinar because we have so many people now.
And now 200 people. So yes. Okay, so uni-level commission, again, this is something that is very good. It's also going to be very important as we grow the team, especially those who are running on I know that some of you are reaching out, they want to reach a certain rank at a certain in a certain number of months. So as you grow, your uni-level commission actually grows also. So that just comes naturally as you help your team members grow their own personal teams too. Generational bonus, again, another one that needs to be or another one that is being enjoyed by paid Pro 3 ranks and above. So Pro 3 is the key rank to really get have more advantage on the compensation plan. So the just remember that when you are already Pro 3, get to 200 PV volume of new sales volume every month, because that's your key in taking advantage of generational matching bonuses. So again, guys, I'm just sharing this to you just to clear, just to have a view of how the Philippine compensation plan is gonna be, and the difference of the Philippine compensation plan compared to the other countries. And this document, again, is not official. We will be rolling out the official compensation plan, and this should not be rolled out as is compliance may not be happy about that. but I hope that you have learned something from this. All the rest of the other parts of the compensation plan are also applied. I just emphasize on these four so that we could roll this out to our distributors. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have a lot of things in mind. I just want to insert that we have been receiving a lot of requests to visit the office lately. I just want to let you know that the team is undergoing training right now, and it's a learning process to be ready to assist all of you once we officially open. So we ask for your understanding. We could not accommodate everyone right now. And to set expectation on November 3rd to November 16th. This is a crucial date for our customer service team. As much as we want to accommodate everyone, I know we are excited to, you are all excited to visit the office, but I think the first 2 weeks of pre-enrollment, let's give it up to our customer service team so that we could have you all in the system so that by November 16, we could more freely accommodate you in the office. And the more important at this time is, I think, getting us, everyone in the system and being officially part of LifeVantage. So we are still going to receive calls. I'll be helping them with the processes of having them, all our distributors, incoming distributors in the system. I'll be more pampering the customer service team because they are the most important team as we go to the pre-registration area. So, or the pre-registration stage. So thank you, everyone. And all the questions that we have here, and just keep them on. We will gather all these questions in our chat group. Just keep them coming. And we usually add these questions to our FAQs if it is necessary, or we always get back to them and get answers. So the recording of this presentation will also be shared to our WhatsApp group. And thank you so much, because we are 200 strong as of this morning, and this is the highest that we get so far from all of the monthly meetings that we have. So again, thank you. Pam, back to you.
Mersha, thank you so much. That was a really comprehensive training. And as Mersha said, please don't share those slides. We just didn't have time to get them officially approved, even though the information is accurate. And so, yeah, we're very close to the pre-enrollment. Please reach out to myself. You've got Kaneko there at home office as well. And of course, our Filipino on the ground team. If you're needing any support, if you need more understanding of the Filipino culture and the way people work over there, all of that all those pieces are really important, as many of you may be new to building an international team. And so we're all here to support and serve you with that. Remember your WhatsApp group, all the information there. Next week, we've got coming promotions. So what are we putting together for all of you to support the drive in the first 6 months? We will be having an amazing gala launch, the official country opening around 6 months after our official launch date. And so we're hoping to see all of you joining us in the Philippines for this auspicious event. We plan to have a massive group of elites on the ground. We will have Filipino founders of the market. We will also have international founders of the Filipino market, and it's going to be really, really special. So be watching out for our call next week. There's just so much to do now. I know you're all excited. Make sure you're prepared for your pre-enrollments, have them done so that when we hit that date a couple of weeks after, you're fully prepared, you understand everything, and we're ready just to get people running and change the lives of hundreds of thousands of people across the Philippine Islands. So mabuhay, till next time. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. 200 on the call. Thanks, Mersha. Thank you, Tintin. Thanks, KK.